We create music between the notes, or the way to rephrase it so it would be more helpful to your piano playing, we control our fingers, our touch and tone and technique in the space between the notes. This is at the root of piano playing, and the absence of this also causes all sort of playing related injuries and blockages in your way to express yourself and to play effortlessly. The idea that to play piano we just need to press the key in the right time and dynamics with strong finger muscles, somehow along that way we completely lost touch with the idea of what's behind playing any instrument, which is our voice. We have this movement, this energy inside us that the only purest and the most natural way to express is through singing. And any instrument that was created was just an extension of our own voice. Yet we lost it. And now it's a good time to remember that and come back to that, because this technique of using our arms and fingers to just express our inner singing is the way to cure all the suffering, all the frustration that we experience in front of the piano. We actually create music, create our touch and tone between the notes. And we do it through singing. So how exactly all this works? Because it's a little bit of a very abstract statement. So let me give you an example. We can sing in all kind of different ways. And one of type of the singing is when we sing just the notes. Ah, ah. So we can sing ah, 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 ah. Do we really feel that journey between the notes? Not really. I guess the only difference we feel is at next interval we're going a little bit higher. So this way of singing just the notes doesn't really let us feel that distance between the notes. Now we can use a little bit more efficient way of singing. We can actually sing and connect the notes with glissando. Ah, ah, that little rainbow between the notes, where one note subtly melted into another note in another pitch. Okay, why would we do that? Well, because in this way, when I sing ah, ah, I can get a better and more clear sense of, okay, the first interval was shorter and the second one was longer. So you can sing the notes just with glissando, ah, or you can add a little bit of resistance, like you're trying to stretch that huge, tough, stubborn, big spring between those notes, and you go ah. If you notice how that changed my voice, it added that vibration, that vibrato, and in fact in vocal singing, this kind of singing with glissando and resistance, there's a name for it. It's called portamento, which basically means a carried out, a supported gliss. Instead of they sing and they got that vibrato in their voice. The vibrations are changing, the sensations in my vocal cords are changing, and that will affect the sensations in my fingers, and as a result, it will lead to a different touch. That's another example of how you would control your playing. Singing each connection between the notes with glissando and resistance appear to be absolutely essential in controlling our playing. The way exactly it works is that when I feel that vibrato, when I feel that resistance and tension in my vocal cords that echoes, that resonates with ligaments that are responsible for finger movement right here in the palm. And so I ended up being able to play with relaxed hands, and yet I only activate exactly amount of muscles or effort that is needed to press the key in exactly the way I want it to be pressed, and yet keep my body absolutely relaxed. If you don't know that that's the way to control it, then as a result, if your teacher asks you to express emotion or phrasing or control your touch, especially if you want to play soft, you don't really know how to do it. To be able to control your touch and create that tone, you will probably end up tensing your whole body and carrying that compulsive strain in your whole nervous system, which, by the way, leads to unhealthy tension. Speaking about playing with healthy tension versus unhealthy tension. So unhealthy tension is when you try to control your playing just with your body. Healthy tension is where you're absolutely relaxed, you know exactly how to control your touch and tone, and you activate just that little amount of effort and muscles in your body that's responsible for just exactly the amount of tone you want to produce. Usually when I share this knowledge, I got instant reply and question. So, okay, you're saying that you play this way while internally singing always. So how do you play something fast? And here it's important to understand that there is a more advanced technique to this, where you are able to sing fast and feel that connection between the notes. Even when you play polyphonic texture, you can feel that connection in numerous voices at the same time, in any speed you want. Sing the same way with resistance and glissando, but just to vocalize the notes themselves. Internally, without actually singing out loud, you can still feel that resistance and glissando. So, for example, I'm not just singing the notes, I'm not singing the right pitch. I'm actually feeling that connection. Now, watch how I'm going to speed up. I feel that resistance, and I feel how that echoes in my muscles to produce tone and touch that I would desire. I wish there would be a way to actually kind of x-ray internal singing of any pianist when they play. You will probably find out that the best pianists out there, they're constantly singing. If you look closely at their faces and the throat, you will feel that they reach the note before they actually touch the key, internally through the singing. You will feel that energy on their faces and around the throat area. So creating and controlling music that you want to create between the notes through internal singing, when you sing with glissando and resistance, portamento, is at the root of piano playing, has to be. And I hope more and more people will realize it and will start incorporating and developing this technique. The best students I had which I could address as, well, naturally gifted or naturally musical, they had no problem with singing. They always sing correct pitch, they can feel the distance, and it comes to them, I don't know, effortlessly. But most of us need to understand, rethink this idea of piano playing, and understand that everything you are going to say in front of the piano has to first go through your own voice.